And the microphone is on. Welcome or welcome. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say welcome back. Actually, most of you people are being welcome back. So, gotta love it. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you on board. And just in time, let's see. We'll move that ahead a little bit and get back to some fire on the screen. And while we're chatting. And anyway, good to have everyone on board. And first off, I do have to say hi to everyone. And renewal of membership, Paul Williams and Gura. And then Grandma B threw in a $5 super chat, as well as Linda Schoof throws in a $5 super chat. Actually, they were both super stickers. And that is awesome. Thank you very kindly, and that is great support. I really do appreciate it, you guys. And happy Canada Day, everyone. Today is July the 1st. It is Canada's birthday, and geez, I don't even know how old Canada is now. What is it, 155 years old, I believe, something like that. Not quite as old as me, definitely a lot younger than Irish Monk, so that's all good. And by the way, Irish Monk is here today. He's doing a little bit better, so good to see him on board. 153 is what Sue says. Okay, I knew I was close, Sue, with that number, but you know, being old, memory fails. Agura, wow, Agura throws in a 30 Swedish kroner super chat. That's awesome. Thank you very kindly. It's a super sticker with the Galabanga kind of thing, or something like that. And that is awesome. Thank you kindly, Gura. That is wonderful. Anyway, welcome to my moderators, Arizona Snowman and Piggy. Piggy is in the background. She's in the Lurkers Lounge. Everybody can say hi to Piggy. She won't respond, though. She's very tired. And she has been looking after little Buddy. And I guess she's all worn out. So she's going to just sit back and take it easy. And I'm hoping she's going to fall asleep listening to my voice. And Piggy, your eyes are getting heavier. You want to fall asleep. You want to fall asleep, Piggy. What? LOL, I hear you at David Brewer's stream in delay. Oh my God, what's happening? Is he restreaming me? Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, did I change the numbers of the badges? No, but I will address that shortly. And I'm back to the rocket launch. Okay, if we see it flying across the screen, I will know what's happening. When is it supposed to launch, David? How long from now? What time? And welcome also to Gary. Welcome to the, anyway, I was going to welcome all the moderators. So I got Arizona Snowman, Piggy is in the background in the Lurkers Lounge. Lucas Snow is here, of course, and 24/7 live. He's at Skies. Gary is here as well. And I'll probably, what? I am older than my date of birth. Irish Monk, I feel the same way. Irish Monk, thank you kindly for that super chat of, what is it, 827, the year 827, and that is pretty awesome. Anyway, so welcome to the moderators, and Piggy, like I say, Piggy will be lurking, and hopefully she'll fall asleep, so that's what we want. Anyway, not a biggie, and thank you kindly, all of you, for that wonderful support. Of course, what we're watching is Cumbre Vieja file footage from back in November 6th is the date on this one, and that's what we were seeing. So pretty awesome And I'm going to say hi to everyone in the chat, and welcome to all of you. I'm going to start out with Sue Hayes and Kevin Haynes and Yona from Iceland. Welcome, Yona. We got Sue. Grandma B is here. Linda Schoof, of course. Billy Bob Joe is back in the house. Paul Williams here. Kevin Haynes. Tom Truelove. David from Astronomy Live with David Brewer. Wonky Donkey. And Gura is back in the house. Going up some more. Oz from Down Under is here. Glad to have you on board, Oz. King Colin Deadman also in here. That's working on me. Okay, I'll try not to make everybody sleep. Scott Hartman is here as well. We got Linda and Kevin already. Going up some more. Grandma B we got. Tetra is here. Welcome, Tetra. Did you change the number badges? No, and I was not the one who did that. Actually, YouTube did that, and I will address that once I finish with saying hello to everyone. Paul Williams we got. Okay, I'm just going up the list here to see. Why is that gone off of our fire? I want fire back on the screen. There. Okay, more fire. Anyway, going back up here a little bit more, and I missed who was first. I think it was Kevin. I'm not 100% sure. Going up a little bit more, Brian, Perfectibility 999 is here. Welcome. And let's see who else we got. Joss Dean, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And going up a little bit more, trying to see who else snuck in the door. And let's see, we got Sue, we got Kevin, we got Paul, we got Linda. All right, going up some more here, trying to find ones I may have missed. And let's see, going. Lots of names, a lot of chatting, which is really nice. We like a good audience that is happy together, and they enjoy chatting. Let's see, a little bit more here. I'm scrolling up like crazy here, guys. So lots of names to scan through. Grizzly is in the house. Welcome, Grizzly. And Sharon Alaminsky, if I said that right. I've been suffering from a bacon withdrawal. Oh, that's horrible. I know it really makes you jittery when that happens. Frank McLeod also back in the channel. Welcome. Going up a little bit more here, we got Billy Bob Joe. We got going up, and seeing who else is there. Okay, and I don't see the very top of the chat. And Susanna P. also made it back in. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else on the bottom here? And looking. And I think I got most of you. All right. We did get Yona. So that's about where I stopped and went upward. All right. I think I got as many as I could. And Kevin, am I right? Were you the first one in today? Because I missed it and I didn't write it down. So Kevin Haynes, big question mark. Were you first? I think you were. And somebody's looking at the stars. Yeah, you were. That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure, and didn't want to cause any issues. So. Kevin gets cookies, and there we go. All right, so now let's address the membership thing. What YouTube has done is some weirdish thing with adding. Well, first off, they're the ones who changed the icons or stars, if you will, and what apparently they've created now is some kind of a gift giving a thing that you as a member can opt in on if you want, or if you're not a member, you can opt in on it as well, and be allowed to receive a 1 month membership as a gift from someone else if you turn that thing on within your settings. And I have to take a look at that yet, because they went through it fairly quick on the video that they had as a tutorial, and I need to recheck and see exactly how that works before I can actually explain it to you. But apparently you can buy either 1 or 2 or 5 gifts and hand them out to people, or I don't know if YouTube hands them out randomly or what it is. I have to find out exactly how that works. Dr. Fox, YouTube has invented the collection plate in church. Ah, okay. That is interesting, Irish. Pardon me. All right, well, anyway, for now, I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm not going to worry about the star thing so much. I will find out, though, exactly what it is all about, and we'll work on trying to explain it to you guys once I do understand fully how it works and what it does as far as gifting things. And of course, this was something that I myself was asking about. Is there a way for me to give, someone a free membership? And apparently I don't have that option, which is kind of foolish, because as the owner, you'd want to have that option, right? But hey, there's lots of stuff that's still kind of weird with YouTube. We'll figure it out in the near future here, I'm sure. Anyhow, yeah, looking at again the stuff on the stream or on the screen right now from Cumbre Vieja, a volcano in La Palma, and that was from, what did I say, November 6th. Yeah, that's at November 6th of last year, and that's what we kind of seen. So that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. Jaden 0428, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, Dr. Fox, because you should have the option since you own the channel. Yeah, I should. Definitely. Unfortunately, the stream is late for me. It's 1:07 a.m. in Germany. Susanna, we understand, and if you have to go to sleep, by all means, you can always watch the replay if you like. And just remember, tomorrow is Saturday, so the stream will be on 3 hours earlier. Just so you remember that, okay? And that is important. So remember, tomorrow, 3 hours earlier, and you may be able to stay awake long enough to be able to do that. So that'll be cool. And Henry Nelson popped in here and says, yeah, YouTube wants a piece of the action, even on free. Absolutely they do. They want to have their cut. They're 30%, and that is the way it is. Okay, anyway, let's get around the world here, and yeah, we got very poor visibility. Is this image live? No, Blair, as I just finished mentioning, this is from the 6th of November from last year. And no, it is not live. I wish it was. I wish we had that kind of a close-up on something, and that would really, really be awesome. So, Spooky says, alarm set. I'll get it right? 1 week. All right, spooky. So just like I say, 3 hours earlier, tomorrow and Sunday, right? So that is where we're at. Anyway, let's pop around the world, and we'll start out with Italy. Yeah, literally just tuned in. Yeah, not a problem, Blair. That's all cool, and glad to have you on board. And we don't hide things like this. We let everybody know what exactly we're looking at here, and I can't write it all over the screen and mess it all up. So I try to keep things civil. But yeah, I scour the YouTube and places to see if there is anything new erupting. And when you see silly stuff like they said Ragnar is erupting again, and I'm thinking, okay, hang on, let's look at the camera, and no, it's not erupting. So right away that somebody has created just basically clickbait, as we call it in our terms anyway. Hey, welcome, Leo Carlson. Glad to have you on board, and good morning to you. And that is from late afternoon, evening here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I am located, for those who are curious. All right. Anyway, let's carry on. I did say I wanted to pop over to Italy, and let's get over there. Italy, unfortunately, we've got some very, very poor visibility, and some of their cameras have gone down, and I have no idea why they went down, but that's about 5 hours and 15 minutes ago. It seems that the long distance cameras are still working. The close-up cameras are all this kind of thing. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So 4 of the cameras are down, and we only have 7 of them that we watch, and that's kind of what we're seeing. So a little bit of not as much info in the right spot, if you will. And let's take a look at this one here, see what that one looks like. And I did speak with Yvonne Kunkel. She did mention that everything is pretty much normal, nothing weird, nothing new, nothing explosive happening there at Etna. They continue to crunch numbers and get their 3D mapping on the way. So hopefully once they're all done, we'll have a new 3D map of Etna with the new lava flows on it, and that would be awesome. So anyway, let's see, trying to move along here a little bit to see. There we go. That's kind of the plume that we're getting out of it, and unfortunately it's not a close-up view at all. Nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. So that's it for there. Let's pop over to Iceland, and we did have some visibility problems there in Iceland, and let me see if I can get to the right spot. What am I looking at here? No, that is running West Vent. Why am I looking at that? Oh, that, I see what that is. Okay, that I have to pause that video. Okay, now I got it, and let's get over to Iceland. And there we go. And now this, I had to go back quite a ways because this is at 13:20 Iceland time. If we go to present time, and that is what we're looking at right about there, you see what we've got, right? So not good visibility, and I've backed up about 7.5 hours. and we can see Ragnar and what it's doing, and it certainly isn't erupting, and that is something that, these false claims that we've heard out there. I mean, do you see it spilling out lava? I certainly don't. And anyway, funny thing about that video was they showed every volcano but Ragnar in their thing, and they kept on saying, well, Ragnar is erupting, just look at it, and of course that video is no longer up for some reason. Let's see, Diane Craig popped in as well. Welcome, as well as One Fish. Glad to have you guys on board. And anyway, Ragnar being quiet, it is still in a ephemeral state. We can see that it is off-gassing, and in a couple of spots here you can see the actual waviness or flutter of the heat rising from the cooling crater. So that is what we've got, and that is kind of just the way it is. So let's pop over and just have a quick look at other stuff. There's what it looks like in Reykjavik. Yeah, if that picture stays. And then we tried to look at Notthaggy Valley, and those didn't turn out. The clouds made a mess of it. And there's your Notthaggy Valley. There are people down there doing their stuff, but I don't know. It's not the greatest of views, and I guess that's why later in the afternoon we lost everything as far as visibility, because of the clouds that moved in and did their thing. So that is all we can see there. I'm going to put it back to this for right now, and we will pop over and take a look at the harmonic tremor chart, and that is it for Ragnar. And let me get on to that one. And I did refresh it just a few minutes ago, but I'm going to do it again just so we're up to date. And there we are. We do see some spikes in here, indicating that we've had some little tremors of sorts, and we do see a little jog in the activity here. Not sure what that is all about, but for the most part it looked like it was on an upward swing on these bottom two, and possibly on the top one as well, as things are going back up. But anyway, like I say, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little tremors in the area. We'll have a look and see what we've got, and hopefully it's not so bad. Sliding down to the Grindavik chart, just to have a little bit of a comparison. And let's see, Grimfall, yeah, one, is that? No, one more. Grindavik, there we go. So the only one that we see and that really kind of matches anything is that very first one, but this a little bit taller on here, and we'll have a look. And for the most part, this is still quite active, but I'm not sure what it's doing. They did have a little quake down there, so that might be something new that I didn't see just pre-show here. So we'll have a look at it on the earthquake map and see. Can you go back in time on this chart? Not really. I don't have that ability, unfortunately. What day were you looking for, Oz? Because we do have some of them, not for Grindavik, but we do have some of the ones for Ragnar, for Fragedalfjall saved, but I don't think we have that many. So if you have a specific date, I may be able to help you out, but otherwise I don't think I can, and we don't have that many of them saved either, and I'll have to look and see in the files. It'll be a lot of searching, but like I say, if you have a date, we can probably take a look for it. If it was somewhere in the middle of our eruption, definitely should have something. Anyway, let's carry on here. We'll get over to the earthquake map. Actually, I'm going to put it back on Francois first, and we will get that set in the right spot. There we go. And now we'll pop over to the earthquake map. When it was erupting, it was up around the 6,000 mark. Yes. Actually, Oz, what we noticed was once all three colors were above 4,000 on the Eruption chart, that's when we seen action. And that literally was kind of the way the rule went. And I don't know whether it's, it's not really a rule as per se, but that's what we've seen. And if it went over 4,000, all three colors over 4,000, you'd have an eruption going. If only one or two of them went over, we weren't seeing anything yet. So we can definitely take a look. He recently posted he's lost a lot of subscribers. Since he stopped covering La Palma. Who are you talking about? I'm wondering if you're talking about Bushcraft Bear. But anyway, no, there's a lot of people that have drifted away, if you will. So that happens. People lose subscribers. It's even myself. I've gone down a few subscribers as well. I'm probably 100 shy here, or at least 70. I know 70, 75 subscribers down from what it used to be. So I'm just hovering right at the 8,000 mark, unfortunately, and it happens. It happens. We need another volcano, a good one somewhere. So, darn it, I missed a nice launch. I was busy. Thanks for letting us know. I'll go take a look at the replay later, Henry, and that is awesome. Oh, wow. Storm Chaser. Why, thank you. That is awesome. Storm Chaser 1211 and throws in a 5-pound super chat. That is awesome, Storm Chaser, and thank you. I will definitely use that to stock up my Pepsi. That is awesome. Thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. All right, earthquake map. There we go. And let me move that around a bit so it removes the old stuff, puts the new stuff back on. And there we go. Let's see. We'll start at the top end and tease you all, of course. I know. Isn't that mean? We want to see the other end first. But anyway, here we are. We're looking at a bunch of the earthquakes. It's almost like a little swarm out here. I want to catch this other guy out here first, 1.0, and take a look at that depth. That is 13.1 kilometers down for that 1.0. Happened at 9:11. Leo Carlson now throws in a wonderful super chat as well. Leo, thank you kindly for Happy Canada Day, Doc. That is excellent. Just writing that down. Thank you very much, Leo, for $14.99 Australian dollars, and that is absolutely cool. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and thank you everyone for that wonderful support. Anyway, there we go. That guy. Let's take a look at the other ones. I will zoom back out, slide down just a little, and see where they went. There they are. And zooming in to some of them. 1.1 right there happened actually yesterday at 21:51. I'm not going to worry about him. There's a 1.2 over there. Some of these, I think these are basically from yesterday as well. 23:48 for that 1.2. And let's see, I do think even this 1.4, no, today, 13 minutes after midnight, 10.3 kilometers down for that guy. Here's another one, 2:28 a.m., 7.7 kilometers down. The 1.2, 7.3 kilometers down from yesterday at 23:49. And zoom back out a little bit, slide over and grab this 1.0, take a look at it. From 3:24 a.m., 5.2 kilometers down, and 1.0 in magnitude. So that kind of takes care of those little guys. Did we look at that 1.4? And yeah, 13 minutes after midnight, 10.3 kilometers down. So that is what we're seeing out in the water. And of course, that is right on the tectonic plate ridge there. So let's have a look at this 1.0, see what it is depth-wise. 5 kilometers down, 7 a.m. is the time on it. So pretty awesome. DrFox, the north of Iceland is TFZ, ticklish fracture zone. Ticklish fracture zone? Okay, if you insist. TFZ. Alright, the TFZ area, we'll leave that and we'll head down into some other areas. Let's take a look at this guy. Come on, tell me what you're doing. There are 1.9 kilometers down for this 1.0 from yesterday at 21:50. So I'm not going to worry too much about him. Zoom back out, slide down a little bit more. Looking down here at Asja, and that is something a little more interesting. And what do we got here? We got a 2.0 at 1:41 a.m., 3.9 kilometers down. We also have a 1.0, and that is at 3 kilometers down as well, 1:43 a.m. And that's what we're seeing in that little batch right there. I do believe there were some other ones. We'll take a look at the other map. There were some smaller ones that were well below ones. So looking over nothing at Bardabunga or Grimsvatn on this map anyway. Looking down here in the ice flows on the bottom. So we possibly have some ice moving or something. 4.1 kilometers down on this guy, 8:23 a.m. And not sure if that's ice or if other stuff under there, pressure's changing maybe or something. This one could be in the ice, 1.1 kilometers down, 9:34 a.m. For that 1.6. So pretty good size for an ice quake, if it is indeed that. And of course, it being on a glacier, there is going to be movement there, and it will rumble. And let's zoom in down here on Katla. And Katla had 1.8, not close enough. There we go. All right. And we'll catch that real quick. 1 kilometer down, happened at 17:03, and that is pretty awesome. I'll zoom back out a little bit, and we'll slide over and see what else we see for spots. We do have a couple of little ones here on this Lungerkull, if I said it right, I don't know. I don't know how to speak Icelandic, so if I messed it up, I'm sorry. 18.6 kilometers down for this 1.0, 3:49 a.m. For that one. And where's the other one here? I know he's down here somewhere. Where are you? There you are, 1.2, and that is there from 9:46 a.m., 6.6 kilometers down. And yep, I see it is just about break time. Real quick shot at the peninsula, and that is the Reykjanes Peninsula for those who don't know. And Reykjavik, capital city, Keflavik Airport right there, Keflavik, and Yardvik and Reykjanesbar, all in that area. And there's the Blue Lagoon and the power plant in Grindavik. And let's see where that quake is. It's right there. And it is a 2.2 or 2.0. 4.5 kilometers down was actually from yesterday at 1956. So that's kind of what we're seeing there, you guys. We'll take a look briefly at the other map when I come back from the break. But for now, I'll leave it there. We'll pop you back over here. I don't know why that is buffering. That doesn't make sense. And why is the music on? Turn that off. Okay. All right. Let me get back over to the other screen and see why we are buffering. There. All right. Play. There, we got fire. We got fire. Make sure we got fire for a while. All right. Yep. We should have fire for about 7 or 8 minutes. Okay, I'll leave it there, you guys. So please enjoy it, and that is wonderful. I'm going to take that banner off of there, though. VolcanoX, there we go. Removed, and we can do our rest of our wonderful stuff here. So the gremlins are back. They've never left, Sharon. They've never left. Okay, I gotta go before that cat gets me. By the way, Piggy did get the mama cat and 2 more kittens from that same group that Buddy was related to. So now she's going to have a little bit of a reprieve as mama cat is taking care of the little ones. And anyway, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes or thereabouts, you guys. Keep smiling. For those who have not yet hit the like button, please help us out. It is the easiest and most economical way to really help out the stream and do things and get everything going. And on that friendly note, if you are not a subscriber yet, please do hit that subscribe button if you feel we've earned it. On that note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling and play nice in the lava. And don't catch any of those lava balls falling down. Some of them are very big and they're hot. I'll be back. Okay, I've got the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX live stream. And I have now turned off that tune, and we'll see if that'll stay turned off. Okay, I'm moving our fire ahead a little bit on the screen. Of course, what you're seeing is from November the 6th last year, Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands. And that is what we kind of been watching during the break. Pretty awesome. And Arizona Snowman, since you brought up these bubbles, I hope those are not bathtub bubbles. You know what I'm talking about. If they're bathtub bubbles, I don't want to see them or whatever. Anyway, Gura throws in a wonderful 20 Swedish kroner super chat. Thank you, Gura. That is awesome. Gura and 20 Swedish kroner, or yeah, Sweden. There we go. All right, got that written down. Thank you very kindly, Gura. That is an awesome super sticker there. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And let's carry on though. I did mention that we wanted to take a look. I'm going to pause this. Look at that, the power I have. I like it. We were going to go take a look at the other earthquake map and see what else was around in our area here. And I was on the wrong map, so, or wrong screen. That's why I have to look for it. There it is. All right, popping over here. There we go. Just zooming out a little bit. And, you know, from what we've seen on the other one, we only seen the one earthquake on the other one. And the whole area is just packed with different quakes. And I'm going to do over here first. And of course, this is something I was hoping not to see. It's green, you guys. It's green. It was yellow, and now it's green. I don't like green. I like yellow, or orange or red. I don't like green. Okay, 0.41 over here in Meridalia happened to a day at 1541, 0.41, 5.9 kilometers down, 0.42, 9.7 kilometers down, 11:51 roughly this morning. So those are both in the Meridalia area, and that's kind of what we see there. And nothing right underneath our volcano, unfortunately. I wish there was. Let's see, Lisa Romoser, if I said it correctly, very nice explosions. When did that start? Okay, that did not start back up. We were looking at older footage, Lisa, and what it is from November 6th of last year. That's what we were looking at, and that was on Cumbre Vieja volcano. Anyway, let's look at the other ones that we had here, and we have a 0.5 just outside of Grindavik, 5.1 kilometers down. That was actually from 22:33 time on that. These little guys, 0.8 from 1601, 4.8 kilometers down, 0.54 from 10 minutes after midnight, and that was 3.2 kilometers down. Then we did have that 2.2, which we looked at on the other map, 4.45 kilometers down from 1:56 a.m. This guy here, 10:20 a.m., 0.1, and that is very close to the surface, and that is only about 6 meters down. I don't know what's going on there. This guy here, 0.1, and that is 135 meters down. So the other one, yeah, sorry, I should have said 60 meters down. But anyway, this is at 4:19 in the morning. Then we also have this 0.01 right here, and that is point 0.01, 2.5 kilometers down. Now, what I had mentioned before, because the uplift area, the general uplift was in this area, so this would be the edge of the uplift area. And I've got a sneaky hunch things are still settling back down, calming themselves, and this area is resting. I don't have confirmation on it, but it would be nice to find out. Anyway, 1601 on this other guy, 0.18, 4.888 kilometers down. And then we have a variety of the other ones up here. Just to take a quick sample, 0.63, 5.6 clicks down, 8 a.m. This guy, 4.3 kilometers down, 10:04 for a 0.54. Going up here, looking at this one, 5.1 kilometers down for the 0.43 at 3:01 in the afternoon. So it gives you a pretty good idea that, yeah, we do have some quakes. They are not that shallow, though, for the most part. We only have the shallow ones right here at the radio tower area, and there's only 2 of them out there that are questionable. And those ones, of course, like I say, if they are indeed right on the edge of where that uplift took place, that is purely a tectonic in nature as far as those quakes are concerned. The uplift would have been underneath the that main body, would have lifted up a little bit, and then of course if it's settling back down or relaxing, you're going to see some small quakes there of that material settling back down. Zipping around, I never noticed this before. When did that happen? 2053. I didn't see that on the other map. And if you can feel a 3.0 earthquake, you are an elephant. Really? Irish, I didn't know that you would turn into an elephant. Irish monk. Thank you kindly for that wonderful words of wisdom, and I'm sure you would know these things. And thank you for that €5 super chat. So just remember, if you can feel that 3.0, you are indeed an elephant, and you better check your stuff. But we're talking about a 2.5, that's 5.2 kilometers down. I don't think we need to worry about the elephant in the room. And we're all right with that. 2053 was the time on that, guys. So that is interesting. And we see a lot more stuff here. Those little ice movements that we looked at. There are a few others there. And then we have some small quakes right around Grimsvatn as well. 5.7 kilometers down at 1819 was that guy. And then we got this 0.77, 8.659 kilometers down, 9:29 a.m. and a 0.3 right behind or in Grimsvatn, 5.2 kilometers down, 7:02 a.m. I'm not going to worry about these other guys. That's fine. I wanted to get back over to Astra and take a look at the other quakes that we've seen here. Now, we've seen the 2 and the other one right beside it. Some little guys here at 1434, 0.22, 135 meters down, very, very close to the surface. This guy here, 3.4 kilometers down, mind you, that's only a 0.02, but that did happen at 10:31 a.m. And if we zoom in here, here's our other 2, that 2.0 we looked at, and this is a 0.46, 4 kilometers down, 7:43 a.m. And that is pretty interesting. And of course, that is Astja. And then he had a friend out here, 0.31, 5.5 kilometers down from 9:49, you guys. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. I'm going to check the other one and see if it actually has a 2.5 on there. Also a 1.7 that I never seen out there either, 5 kilometers down from 1637. So we'll take a look at that. And there's also a 2.3 up north here, which we didn't see as well. 2.3 from 1901, 6.2 kilometers down. Very interesting stuff. So let's go back here for a second and just scroll out and see if we see anything. No, we don't. And that would be showing up here somewhere. And then the other one, of course, would be showing up here. So we do get weird readings on some of them once in a while, and we might have to wait till tomorrow to confirm what we've seen on the other map. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Anyway, hope that is good for now. Let's carry on with other volcanoes around the world, and we'll zip over to the Azores, and we are actually on the island of São Jorge. And São Jorge, of course, being that long, skinny little knife-looking like island, very thin and long. And Pico Island is across the bay, or sorry, across the strait. And usually you see the lights there of Pico Island, but it is foggy and bad. You can't see a darn thing, and this area out here is water. Of course, we're on the island looking at a very, very bright harbor here, as well as some houses. Let me get on the right screen here, and we'll switch things. Here's our little cove that we look at, or the little bay. Usually what we're seeing down here is how much white we see on the bottom, indicating how rough the seas are. It's very, very dark and grainy there, telling me it's kind of stormy and not good visibility, but we do see a fair amount of white, and the waves are splashing in. This, of course, the other harbor. We can't see a darn thing in that. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll carry on and take a look at the earthquakes real quick. And let me make that a little wider. There we go. Actually, I didn't need to turn that one off. Turn back on. There we go. No. Okay, that's fixed. All right. Anyway, there is São Jorge. Or if you want to say it in Spanish, São Jorge. And anyway, I'm not good at that, so I'll just call it São Jorge. There's Pico Island, of course, and our wonderful Fial Island. So that is those three. Anyway, looking at the quakes real quick, 1.8, 11:35 a.m. on that guy. And the other one is a 1.6, and that was at 21:30, and not a heck of a lot of action going on there either, but that's what we're seeing on this map. Real quick, looking at the volcanodiscovery.com map, and I did refresh it. I'm going to do that again, though. We want to make sure that there's nothing else that's snuck in there, and there is another one that we didn't see before. 2 hours and 20 minutes ago we had a 2.4, and that is getting pretty close to the mid-Atlantic ridge. If we zoom in here a little bit, there you can see the two that are on São Jorge, and of course there's the other quake. There's your mid-Atlantic ridge, and all our fault lines going every which way here, and the fissures are running through the whole system. So that's kind of what we're seeing. Let's scroll down here. They do list all three of them, and the one, two, okay, the two that are, sorry, one is 9 kilometers down, the 2.2, that is on St. George, or underneath St. George, and then the 1.6 is a surface one, and then we've got no depth on the 2.4. So let's just click on that guy, and of course we get that same darn thing, and we'll try that again. There we go, and we can see it. So there's the one that's at about 9 kilometers, and there you see the other two right there. One is on the island, the other one is not. So that is kind of what we're seeing out at St. George, or Aseo Jorge, if you want to say it that way, but that is all right. And that is what we've got at the Azores today, so not a heck of a lot going on. Moving on, let's pop over to Mexico. There is Popocatépetl, and we will have some looks at him from the other side as well. Earlier in the day it was looking pretty shiny and bright, just backed up a couple of hours there, so looking at it wasn't too bad. And if we go to the other view, it was better earlier, yeah, something like that, yeah, somewhat better. All right, not a worry, we can't see too much on that one. We do see a little bit more on this one, but that is still got some pretty nasty clouds right over top of it. If we back up a little bit, we see those clouds really kind of are sticking to the top of that volcano. It's pretty tall, you guys, so that's what happens. It's basically scratching the clouds open, and nothing we can do about it. Anyway, I'll put that back to live, leave it right there, and we'll move on. So those are Popocatépetl in Mexico, and that's about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. Moving on to this one, of course, that is supposed to be Fuego de Colima, and Fuego de Colima is not showing up. If we go back in time, do we see it at all? Yeah, about 10 hours ago, sort of. And there you can see the volcano, not in the clouds, but in the clouds, very hazy or whatever, and kind of a hazy day there. Anyway, we don't see anything coming out of the volcano, so I'm pretty quiet, and we'll leave that guy be. And let's move on to the next one. And hey, I'm impressed. I clicked on the button, and we actually see Fuego. And of course, this is Fuego in Guatemala, and not Fuego de Colima, which is south of Guadalajara, Mexico. This one here is in Guatemala, and that is what we're seeing. Not too bad. I didn't see any recent eruptions, because last time I looked, the screen was something like this. So I'm surprised it's there, and I'm happy, but surprised. So that is kind of what we're looking at, you guys. And oh, back to normal, I guess. It's re-hidden itself, so that didn't take long, eh? Let's see, this was a little bit of a plume coming out of there. I'll let that play and kind of see what it looked like. So we can actually see Fuego throwing a little bit of stuff out. That is pretty awesome. I know it's just about break time, and I'll finish off with Fuego and our South American run here real quick. So Fuego, we see that it is there, and we have a little bit of a puff coming out of it, but I'm going to put that back to live, and those clouds are in and out. So pretty cool. Trying to look at the Tolica, it's still broken, and here's our other one going a little further south in Nicaragua. Momotombo, and it is only showing us a partial picture, but it is showing us the right piece up top. We do see that there is eruptive activity, and it's off-gassing, so at least we've seen that much. Next one is Masaya volcano, also located in Nicaragua, and you can definitely see the caldera or crater right there, and you see the off-gassing. So this picture is like not even 2 minutes old, so that's pretty close to being as fresh as we can get it. All right, I'm going to leave it on there for a second. I'm going to pardon me, find me some more lava to look at here. I just want to make sure we're not going to run out if I put that on. I don't want to see it running out really quickly while I'm on break, so I need at least 5 or 6 minutes of lava. There we go. Yeah, we got enough. All right, we'll put it back onto Cumbre Vieja, and you guys can watch that throw up a little bit more of that wonderful lava goodness that it has been tossing out while it was erupting. This is footage from November 6th of last year. On that note, please, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick shot. Of course, our target is 150 for the day. We'll be happy if we can make it over 100. That is awesome if we can do that. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button if you haven't subscribed already. And I will be coming back in about 5 minutes or thereabouts, and we will take a look at our wonderful bacon seeds. And we do have some of those, so that is excellent. And I'll be back. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. We'll be back. And my microphone is on. And turning off the boogie woogie music. There we go. And click that button to make sure. And it is good. And thank you for the welcome backs from Sue Hayes and Leo Carlson, Kevin Haynes, and hi to Bo and Paul. Welcome. Thank you. Mars also says welcome back. Gura, thank you very kindly for another 20 Swedish kroner super chat. And that is awesome. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very kindly. And that is really, really cool. Okay, Sharon Stewart also says, I can hear you. I hope so. I can hear me too, you know. I'm kidding. No. Hoo-hoo, I love. Okay, Satronics, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see. Let's use my magic power. There we go. We stopped the eruption midstream. And that is awesome. I'm so powerful. And next trick up my sleeve is we're going to show bacon seeds. We'll make it happen. And here we go. And that one is from yesterday, of course. And that was what we're seeing. And let's pop in here. What? I never welcome you back because I expect you to be there. Irish monk, you're probably right on that. Anyway, let's get on with our wonderful bacon seeds. So look at this guy. I think he looks pretty chubby cheeky, and he's got a heck of a smile on his face. So that is pretty awesome. And we do thank Piggy for these. I did have to, she had a couple of repeats in there, so I replaced them. But Piggy does such a wonderful job with these. I really do have to say thank you super big time to Piggy. And look at this guy, the smile on his face. And all you can see is the smile and a sleeping Piggy. And that is wonderful. And let's move on to our next one. And of course, that is this little guy. And this is a really just a tiny little bacon seed, you guys. And eyes open and little smile on his face. And that is pretty cool. And we really do like that. That is an awesome little seed. And I mean, you can't get any cuter than that, really. Okay, moving on. Great camouflage. Yeah, if you didn't know that there was a piggy in the pink blanket, you'd have a hard time seeing it. Moving on to the next one, and this is one that's being a little bit more rowdy. And look, he says, hey Mom, I can do tricks. Look, I can curl my tongue like this. And that is a pretty awesome looking little shot. So tongue curling a piggy. And that is pretty wonderful. Gotta love it, you guys. And that is something you won't see too many other animals doing. Curling their tongue like that. That is unique. Humans apparently can do that. And yeah, me, Gura, there you go. I didn't know pigs could roll their tongues. Well, hey, there you have evidence right in front of you. That is definitely something they're capable of doing, playing games, I guess. What? Piggy forgot her spider again. Uh-oh. And here's another wonderful bacon seed. Of course, this is a kind of a posh one. He's got his own bed and lives inside a nice house. And, really good-looking little guy, well-groomed. And you gotta like it, you guys. And poof, gone. There you go. Gotta like this posh piggy. Yep. I think so. Let's have a look at the next one and see what that one is like. And that one is kind of neat looking. I don't know if we've seen him before, but he's awful fuzzy. Fuzzy was a piggy and not a bear. And how fuzzy was he? He was very fuzzy. And that is beautiful, you guys. Let's carry on to our next bacon seed. And then we've got this guy. He's got a lot shorter hair. Almost, I don't know, this is kind of odd, you know, looking at the other one had such long fuzzy hair, and this one's got all lay down flat hair like you would see on a dog or something. Dalmatian piggy? Yeah, possibly. This is different, and I like it. Looks neat. Almost could get away with having him as a dog. Anyway, that would be a little weird, eh? Welcome, Big Toe. Glad to have you on board. And I'm sure a few others popped in here in the meantime as well. I just received an email. I'll have to take a look at it in a bit. Let's get on to our last wonderful bacon seed here, and that is this guy. And again, this is handheld size little bacon seed, you guys. That is absolutely awesome and really neat. Very small little piggy, and we do like that. So pretty cool, you guys. Really, actually, very, very cool. And okay, yeah, I see what that is. I just got a plate of it. Let's see if we can save picture, and we'll see if we can do this real quick. Bacon is what I'm going to call it, and that way I'll be able to find it, and we'll bring it on onto the screen. Wonky Donkey throws in a super chat. Wow, Doc, can you do me and Piggy a favor? We need hay. Well, Piggy already got her stack. You know, seriously, she got a whole bunch. But I'm just writing down here. Okay, Wonky Donkey. Okay, and that is a 2 pound and 79 super chat. Thank you very kindly. But yeah, we can just, I mean, we can go to the bale store and get you some wonderful new fresh hay or straw, either or. They have both there. So whatever you need, I'm sure you can come up with something. I just don't want you to have something like that that's going to scare you. But you know, this is what I did give Piggy, and I hope that's okay for you. Just let us know what you need. We'll ship those bales right away. All right, carrying on. Let's take a look. We went through our other volcanoes already. We went had a look at Iceland and of course Mount Etna. We had a look at the Azores. We took a look at what we have at Mexico and Central America, and I think what we need to do is move on for the other ones here. For a Wonky Donkey Hay Fund, happy Dominion Day / Canada Day. Why, thank you, Sharon Stewart. That's an awesome super chat. Sharon Stewart, and writing it down here, $21 super chat. And thank you very kindly, Sharon. And happy Dominion Day. I haven't heard it called Dominion Day for a long time. I think that only lasted about 5 years of me being in Canada, and after that they changed it and called it Canada Day. I think that's more appropriate anyway. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And let's go over. I did put this guy on here. That is Merapi in Indonesia. Unfortunately, Merapi has been hiding in the clouds. It really hasn't done that much in erupting. There were a couple of spots I wanted to show, and I think this may be close to one of them, fairly close. So, Barbara, Nickel Storm Chaser, Dutch Weather, welcome, and thank you for popping on board saying Happy Canada Day, Dr. Fox. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, and Happy Canada Day to all of you out there, Canadian or otherwise. But anyway, yeah, looking at what was coming out of Merapi at about 4:47 a.m. Is when this little burst happened. Nothing too strange. Oops, I can't spell Dominion, LOL. It was still Dominion Day when I visited Canada in 1967. Yep, they changed it about 75 or 76, somewhere thereabouts. Somebody got the bright idea of making more money or something, and that is the way it is. Slowly, I feel Canadian. Thanks to you, Dr. Fox. Okay. Well, I'm glad you feel Canadian, eh? Oh, you got to get that A. That's EH exclamation mark. That's A in Canadian, and that is. It's funny because we don't really say that out in the streets here. You don't hear people talking like that. It's one of those things that I don't know. I think Bob and Doug McKenzie in their comedy show kind of threw that out and put that together. Okay, I want to get this next one here. We had a little bit more lava. This was at 3:52, and I wanted to show that one. And that one was probably the better one that we've had. Okay, I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. You can be Canadian. We'll let you, eh? You're all right, Barbara, eh? Anyway, lots of bacon coming down out of that eruption at that time. So it was pretty nice to see a little bit more on the hill than usual. And hey, welcome, Kananaskis country. That is... looking, what is this saying? He says, hey, that looks better to see in a long time. Yep, we do see a beautiful fanning out of that material, and that is, I don't say A when I talk. Sue, I don't know who does. Majority of the people that I speak with here locally, we never say A. So I don't know. I really think it is something that was kind of popped in there and emphasized by the Bob and Doug McKenzie kind of thing. And, it's their comedy, A. But, oh well. Anyway, looking at this, a lot of glow to that material, even though we aren't seeing as much on the bacon side of things, but the IR certainly is lighting up because of it. So it looks pretty awesome. Putting that back to kind of normal like this, and we will take a look at the other volcano that we've got there. And by the way, I did want to pull up some bacon here in a second, so give me a minute, and we're going to do that right now. Apparently, they've got this running on a time program where it's zooming in on its own, And of course, you're seeing the very top side of Mount Ruapehu, and Ruapehu is in the North Island of New Zealand. It is listed as a yellow, but it is not shown us anything as of yet of the last little while. So there's the ski hill, and I don't see anybody skiing though. Mind you, hang on, it's 12:42, or sorry, 12:24 there, right at high noon. They're all having lunch. That's it. They don't go skiing during lunch. Is that a New Zealand thing? I have no idea. Good night, Paul. Take care. Is Paul leaving? Good night, Paul. And if you are, wow, good day. It's a real thing here. Oh, good day. Good day. Yeah, we figured that. As is Servo is gas station, and Arvo is afternoon. Happy Arvo, or good Arvo. I guess that would be afternoon. Anyway, there you go. That is Mount Ruapehu in New Zealand. Looks pretty awesome, pretty cool. Popping over to Semeru, back over onto Indonesia, and unfortunately Semeru is not so visible, and that is kind of a downer, but not much we can do about it. And I was looking back in time trying to see it somewhere, and it really does not appear to be anywhere other than in clouds. So even during the nighttime, that's what we were seeing, unfortunately, and not much you can do about that. So even if we, oh, hang on, I found a spot where we actually see fire. There we go. Let's get that right at the beginning of that, right about here. So yeah, there is a little bit of a glow, and there you see it actually erupting just a tiny bit. So that is actually pretty good that I went back and found that spot. I didn't even know that was there. I thought it was all clouds all the way through. So kind of nice to see. And that is Semeru, and that is in East Java, on Java Island, of course, Indonesia. And there you can see it actually having a little bit of a eruption slash burp, if you will. Not very much of it, but still the fact that it is going and we do actually see a tiny bit tells us it is still working, and that is awesome. So pretty cool. Let's carry on here. We'll take a look and see if our ice cream guys are in. I'm gonna pop over to Japan, and there we go. And of course that, hang on, I don't think that's right. It should be light there. Let me take a look and see if I accidentally left that back in time. I'm gonna click on the right one. Yeah, I did too. What I was actually trying to show there was the fact that it was glowing, and you could see the glow from the crater, and right in that shot. This was at 22:30 last night, Japan time, and that's what we've seen there. But if we put that back to live, that is what it looks like right now, and that is pretty awesome. Some nice clouds on top of it, popping over. We see the ice cream boat is just pulling in, you guys. So 2 minutes, and yeah, we're all gonna head down, and remember, down here, and make the left down there and straight down to the harbor, and the ice cream vendor will be ready to go by the time you get there. So that is pretty awesome. So boat is coming in and docking. He's just going to turn it around a little bit, so be careful, don't get down there too fast. And quick close-up view of Sakurajima's crater area. Very cloudy up there. Hard to tell what's actually coming out of the crater as opposed to what's real cloud. And popping over, there is Mount Fuji. Looked a little better earlier, and that's what it kind of looked like. It's got some fuzzy hair on top there today, and that is what we're seeing. Pop over one more here, and this will fix up our Japanese stuff for today. This is ASO, spelled ASO, and ASO is now listed as a green rather than a yellow or anything like that. We do still see it off-gassing or steaming, and it is a pretty nice caldera. This thing could do all kinds of different things at any point in time. All right, the ice cream boat is in there doing its thing, and I think we need to get back to our lava, and I need to get on the right screen to be able to fix that lava up, and play. There we go. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in like about 5 minutes. For those good people who have not yet hit the like button, please help us out. It's the easiest and most economical way to support the stream. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get that over 100 likes really quick. And on that friendly note, if you have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling, play nice, and don't try to catch any of that glowing stuff that's coming down. That's hot tephra, and that's going to hurt you. I'll be back in a bit. Don't go away. And I am back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And of course, you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And thank you, everyone. Thanks for the welcome backs from Sue and Leo. And I hear you, Sharon. And Duchess of Elements, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Kevin Haynes also says, welcome back. Thanks, guys, and appreciate that. And Gura did as well. Awesome, same as Kananaska's country. Okay, we're good. I'm back here, so we're good. And Grandma B too. All right. I think I'm back. All right. Let's pause this, and we're going to go back and check on our ice cream. And see if our ice cream boat is still there. Make sure everybody made it. Oh, hang on, that's not even on the ice cream boat. Let's find that green screen real quick and zip over. Okay, yep, ice cream boat is still there. We haven't had anyone sail away on us, which is probably really good. And anyway, we did go through the volcanoes there, Sakurajima, of course, a little bit of a glow during the night, but nothing major, no big eruptions that we could see, and that was kind of the way it is. I don't know, is there something happening there now? Take a quick look, close-up cam. I don't know if that is erupting or if it's just the way the clouds are moving over top of it, and that's what it appears to be. So kind of looking at it, yeah, I think that's just shading from the cloud. Anyway, if it does do a little bit more, we definitely want to try to capture some of that and see. But that's good for now. Let's carry on and take a look and see if Ta'al was not online earlier. While he was showing other stuff, but not the volcano. He's definitely not online now. So we don't get to see Ta'al as far as a live shot today. That's okay. It wasn't doing anything anyway. Popping over here, and let's see if that is actually moving. And I don't know why, but it looks like it has stopped. Yep, Jellystone stopped on me. Let's see if we can get that redone here, and hopefully it will start back up and show us some wonderful views of Yellowstone, just about straight. Let's see if we can get that one little tidbit there. It's so hard to get in the right spot. I don't know what it is, but on that, there we go, on that that page, slight little move on the bar on the side, and you really fly, and I don't get it. It's almost like it's taken 3 or 4 steps, very quick. But anyway, that is Yellowstone National Park, and of course in the United States. For those who are not familiar with that, right now you're looking at the Beehive vent, and it is active. You see some animals roaming around on the walkways there, and you might even see the occasional person or Sasquatch as well. Not sure how that works in that area, but anyway, yeah, lots of good people checking out the area, and it is quite active. And of course, that one is the Beehive. If you guys are so inclined to look at where the locations are and stuff like that, Arizona Snowman did bring up the link for Old Fayetteville and the Upper Geyser Basin area. And if you go to this page, you can just scroll down further, and you can actually see where they have a map there that will show you where all the different geysers are located. So pretty cool. Northern Loop Road at Yellowstone opens July 2nd. In other words, tomorrow. That'd be awesome. And somebody is cooking something in the beehive. Yep, beehive is burping. We'll see. It might erupt. But thanks for that update, Sue. I do appreciate that. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's see if we can pop over to Hawaii in the meantime. And we want to see what it looked like. And, well, what it was and what it is today. Chuching, it's Chuching. All right, let's go Hawaii. Oh, I turned that off. Come on. Everybody heard me tell them that I turned it off. Why did it come back on? Let's see if we can straighten that picture out a little bit. No, not that one. Why is that not working? Something didn't go right. Why is that not working? There, no, there. If we turn that off, that's still not right. Okay, something moved on me. And I noticed that today, something weird. It's like everything moved. And I didn't do anything and we didn't have any breakdowns. So anyway, never mind that. Yesterday, 1811 is when that beautiful picture was taken. Of course, that is that lava pond that we always talk about in the toe area right in here. It looks like we had even more stuff break off on the edge here, so I doubt very much that we're going to see another bridge build over it. But that is pretty cool. Looks like there is a little bit more lava in here than there was before. So that 4 meter mark, I don't know what's going to happen. But one of the things here we do see is this lava, you can see the cracks in here. It's starting to crust over, and that is not good for the lava pond. And I don't know what's going to happen. Dr. Fox, I spent 2000 and much time asking that Old Faithful could be colored green in St. Patrick's Day. Remember, I said it here first. Okay. If we can figure out where the water is going in to the system, Irish Monk, I would be happy to try to go do that for you. And that would be pretty cool. All right. Anyway, we do see that lava pond, because this level hasn't changed much. So this stuff sitting in the pond here is starting to become like this stuff. One of the things I did notice, we got extra cracking here. And I'm wondering if this whole corner is now going to break off, and we're going to see that maybe flip over or something, or decrease or whatever. But so in the future, your pond may get a little bit bigger or smaller. We'll see what happens with it, and go from there. Anyway, I'm going to refresh that to a current picture right now. And yep, the lava level is much higher again, and you can definitely tell. And it's probably only about 2 to 3 meters down, or well, at least 2 still missing. But there you see all that lava. A lot of that older material is now flipped and buried, and not sure how it's faring inside here. But we do still see these cracks very, very prominently, and that'll probably crack right to about there, and maybe we'll lose that whole chunk, and this will become a much larger pond. We'll see what time brings, and that is really the factor, and lava, of course. This was from yesterday as well. And of course we can't see a heck of a lot. I'm going to refresh that. I'll look at today's picture, and that is what it looks like now. Looks like our big toe is growing his own toes, and we may end up having a toe with toes. That's pretty weird. And again, you can see those cracks are very noticeable even from this angle, right in here. This, of course, is our primary vent area right here. And then there's a small hornito there that has the lava tube that feeds into the lava pond in here, and that's kind of what we're seeing. You may notice that that area is kind of, this whole area looks like it's raised up a little bit, this in the middle here, and it definitely is. It was pushed up a while ago, has not simmered back down, and not sure exactly how much it's risen, but it is still sitting up. This, of course, is Pig Island. It's been there for a long time. It is along for the ride, going up and down on this bigger sheet of dried lava that we've got there. And of course, the edges all the way around, you see the lighter colors. That is a younger lava, fresher stuff that hasn't hardened up as much yet. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. Let's have a look at the thermal. This one, of course, from yesterday at 1814. Again, we see a primary vent here. There's that little hornito lava tube is in here, feeding in to the pond, and you can see the outline of the raised area all the way around here, and it goes in, and it includes the primary vent area as well, and the outer area is all much lower in elevation. Redoing it, getting today's current picture, and there we go. Again, primary vent, lava, little hornito, and then the lava, of course, flowing in there. You can see it nice and orangey yellow, and looking a little bit better, and all the way around again, very noticeable. You can see the darker area in the middle here, and then the lighter areas around the edges, indicating a lot hotter lava very close to the surface under those areas, whereas here it's minimal. We do have a little bit behind Pig Island, but not that much, and it's lifted the entire area up somewhat. And that is it for Hawaii, and we do want to get on and take a look at the earthquakes in Hawaii real quick, and we'll zoom in and see what we can find. Of course, for those who aren't familiar with Hawaii, there it is out in the middle of the Pacific and the Hawaiian Islands, a big long chain. And yeah, millions of years ago, this island used to sit over here on the hotspot, and everything is drifting off to the northwest here as things continue. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Looking at these earthquakes, just slightly beyond Luihi Seamount, which is about here. These are older ones already, and nothing major to report there. We're going to zoom in and look at the other newer ones, the orange ones, of course. I don't see any red ones, and this is from yesterday at what is it, at 20:05 for that guy. This one is today at 1:33 a.m. and 1.8. This is another 1.8, 2.0 from today, 17:35. This guy 1.9, 17:33. This guy's a little bigger, 2.3, 10:21 a.m. And we've got 1.6 here from yesterday, 23:57. And we've got this guy also 23:57 for the 2.3. He's got a friend right beside him, and we'll take a look. That's a 2.4, 21:59 yesterday. This one 2.3, 7:52 a.m. today. getting pretty close to town there, and 1.8 of 4 minutes after 10 a.m. Sliding over a little bit more. We don't see anything else out in the water. Did we check that guy? 1.8 from yesterday. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave him be. We'll capture all of these here real quick. 4:53 a.m. For this one, 2.3 in magnitude. This is a 2.2 from 11:23. 2.2 from 14:05. And going over, we see this guy here, 2.0 from yesterday at 20:45. This guy, 2.8, a little bit bigger, was actually yesterday's as well, 20:32. And then we've got a 1.8 right there at, hang on, what was it, 1:42, I believe? Yeah, 1:42 for that 1.8. And another 1.8 for 1:26 a.m. And then we have one more right there, 2.0. And that was from yesterday, 23:37. Also looking at this guy, I think we got that 2.3 from 4:53 a.m. And that is kind of what we're seeing down around the Pahala area. Now we do have a little bit more over here, and this is interesting, 2.2, and fern forest. Yeah, it's close to the fern forest. Anyway, those, before I get too far, these quakes here, ooh, hang on, a new one. Didn't see that. That happened at 1849, and that is a 2.1. All of these here are between roughly 29 kilometers down to about 35 kilometers in depth. That's why we don't indicate them as far as the depth are concerned. They're all kind of that way all the time. This one's a little bit deeper. It's at 39 kilometers. This happened at 2:54 a.m., 2.2 in magnitude, 1.9 in magnitude, 37 kilometers down, and 5:15 a.m. for him. This guy is yesterday's at 2016, 3.4 kilometers down, not very far. And then we hit this, and we're getting up close to Kilauea right there. So that guy, 1.9, 11:17 is the time on that, and 2.1 kilometers down. Capture this guy here real quick, 2:57 a.m., 0.8 of a kilometer down below sea level, and that's what we're seeing there. And we're going to take a look at that again in a second, but we're going to slide up here on Mauna Loa and just see what these two are here. We've got one that is 200 meters above sea level, and that is a 2.0, happened yesterday at 21:58. Then we also have this 2.4, and that was at 10:44 a.m., and it's indicating minus 1.9 kilometers. So that is 1.9 kilometers above sea level. And that would be bring it up about 2/3 of the way in here, because this thing's about 3 kilometers in height. So that's kind of what we're looking at. We don't see anything over here on Mauna Kea. So that is all good. These older ones here hopefully will be the last of what they see there for a while. Pardon me. And that should be all for right now. Brian, Rock Rail Fan, made it in as well. Welcome. Glad to have you on board, Brian. And let's just zoom out a little bit and take a look for our wonderful red spots. And I don't see too many red spots. We do have one here, and that is in Puerto Rico, 3.1, and that is not too big, very common. That is in that area where they always have the earthquakes. Actually, no, it's actually over on the other side. This is where they always have the earthquakes. That's the hot spot. So seeing one there, that's okay though. It's not that big. I don't think they would have felt much And this guy here, where is he? He's in New Mexico, 3.0 and 5 kilometers down. So not sure anybody would have felt that either. But I do see some interesting stuff. We have a big one here, and that is Kermadec Ridge, and that's actually showing American Samoa. 10 kilometers down is the depth, and in other words, they don't know. And it is at 1721 that this 5.0 happened, and that was something new. And I do want to pop in. I do want to show you a new one in Iraq, but we'll look at these other ones first. 4.3 out here close to Fiji, Papua New Guinea. We've got 4.8 that happened there, and we have a 4.8 here at 6:56 a.m. 26.5 kilometers down. For there, we don't see anything new on Java and those areas. We do have this bigger one that was yesterday of the 6.0, and then of course we have the 4.5 here in Taiwan as well. Not seeing anything else that is really big going up. Matter of fact, that area looks a little quieter. We do see this guy here, and Bhutan, of course, and that is 4.2, and we go up here, we're seeing this one 5.0 up in China, and then we get over into this area here in the Middle East, and UAE is over here on this side, and this I believe Yemen is a part of that down here, but I'm not sure exactly who owns that. That might be Iran, and they had a 6.0 and another 6.1, all in that same area. So 1532, 1725 on that one, 1724 on that 5.7, 1749 on that 4.2. And 1547 on that 5.0, 4.2 at 1643, there we go, and another 4.3 right there. So a whole little swarm, something is definitely breaking underneath there, and some sizable quakes. And I do believe these are in Afghanistan. Oh, that's still Iran over there. All right, 8:04 a.m. for that 4.5, 12 kilometers down. This guy is 4.2, 44 kilometers down. So it shows you what's going on. What's the one just below Australia, please? We have one down here. And yep, we'll have a look at that, Leo, and that is a 4.5, and I'm not sure the actual depth. They're indicating 10 kilometers down. That is just the arbitrary number when they don't know, but it happened at 10:16 on the 26th, so that is a little ways back. And you mean you didn't feel it? Leo, you should have felt it. I mean, it's not too far away. You wouldn't have felt it. It's too small. Anyway, that is kind of what we see earthquake-wise around the world. And not anything really super dangerous, except for the ones over here in Iran. Didn't feel that one. Oh, darn, Leo, I want video of your chandelier swaying back and forth, okay? I'm kidding. I hope that doesn't happen. We don't want to wish that on anyone. I'm just joking around. So, all good, you guys. Let's pop over real quick. We already did the Azores, so let's go to Canary Islands, and I'm going to refresh that. Just to see and humor myself. I already know what's there, and Oh, we did get a new fresh one. And, oh my God, we got another one. Okay, so we do see another one here in between Tenerife and Gran Canaria. And that is, of course, flashing like mad. 16 kilometers down, 1.9 in magnitude, happened at 22:39. And let's zoom in on La Palma. And of course, this is our wonderful La Palma. When I looked earlier, there was only the one, and that was 3 kilometers down. And that was just about right up here where Cumbre Vieja was, or is, or still is. But 3 kilometers down, likely some collapsing material in pipes and stuff like that from it settling down and simmering down. We have this 1.5. It is 5 kilometers down, not very far away. And again, it may be something underneath that we don't know about that is collapsing or something like that. Absolutely nothing of significance. No, it's not. It's insignificant. Welcome aboard us, and glad to have you on board. Zooming out a little bit and just double checking to make sure there's nothing in the other areas. We don't see anything at all, so gonna leave that guy alone. Sliding over to our volcano map. I'm actually gonna refresh that just so we have that up to date. And there we go. And we'll get rid of this other thing on the bottom. Okay, and running through these real quick. There really aren't any major changes, and none that I noticed anyway. Going through, there's our Astra, the only one showing in Iceland right now, and of course Seo Horte, and that of course Seo George, Seo Jorge. There, I said it correctly. And of course the microvolcano South Sandwich Island still in our Atlantic area. Now we know that there's more stuff happening. They had Soufriere had a little bit of a shake and a burp or something. We're going to keep an eye on those, but everything else are pretty much the same. We don't see anything new popping up anywhere. And our other ones here, Aleutian Islands, are still all doing the same thing. Pavlov, Cleveland, Great Sitkins, and Semi, and then Shivulush and Bezimiani are still red. Karimsky has been taken back to the orange, and then you got Ibeco or Ibico, and of course Chikorachki. Almost sounds Spanish. Chikorachki, la 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 la. Never mind. Okay, bad humor. Okay, never. We'll leave it alone. Okay, zooming in a little bit, and we want to see, Subanoshi Jima and Sakura Jima are the two that are working away in Japan. And then, of course, we do have Yakidaki. Yakidaki is quiet, and it is listed though, and that is important. At Leo winter 85, 56, what did it? It was bugger that. I didn't move the old. Move to the old snow. Old snow? Yeah, it's snow. Oh my god, that's bad. Anyway, Luolatok, Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, right here in Indonesia, still doing their thing. Ibu and Dukono still doing their stuff over there as well. And haven't seen anything or heard anything about Bulusan up here. It is still listed as an orange, a lot less activity, and Taal, we haven't seen it today because they don't have the cameras on, so Not a heck of a lot going on there. And of course, when we zoom in a little further to the west from there, we see Mayat Island volcano still there, yellow. Old Dino still yellow. I still haven't checked into DR Congo to see what's there. We're going to find out though. RTVE still right there doing its thing, and if we zoom in, of course, Etna, Volcano, Stromboli, and Campi, and as well as Mount Vesuvius right there, not too far away from Campi. Here's that stack that you see, and what I was mentioning, UAE is right across the pond from it, and that's where all the action is happening on the other side. So 6.1, 6.0. So I'm sure that though will be felt over here as well because of the size of them. Some of them you definitely would be able to feel it. A 6.0, 6.1. I'm sure you'd be able to feel that over in Dubai. Hopefully not that much, but you could feel it there. And that is kind of it for that area. Zooming back out, we know we've got those. So that's our volcanoes around the world that we kind of peek at, and I'll leave them be. We're going to move on to the weather real quick. And let's see if we can get our weather charts working. Refresh that real quick and see. Look at this horrible weather being indicated here. And this is supposed to be a long weekend. Who put this weather on here? And how come they're saying that we've got a rain? Well, they are indicating some cloud, but they show rain. Right now it should be pouring rain, and I still see sunshine outside, you guys. Something wrong with this. Mind you, a couple days ago they said it was supposed to be thunder and lightning, and I look at their weather map, and that's what they said. Oh, the volcano screen is still on? Why? There we go. Okay. Now you can see it. We didn't miss too much, but they say thunderstorm for here from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday. So we haven't had any thunderstorms. These guys are on glue. They've been, I think they may have been hit by a lightning strike or something, but hopefully that'll cure it. Okay, anyway, let's not worry about that so much. Looking at what we see in North America, not bad. SO2 wise, a little bit heavier in Alaska, sliding down here. US eastern parts a little bit worse. Central America and Mexico all blowing out into the Pacific again. So that is helping out, keeping the land a little clearer in some places, and not too bad. It doesn't look bad in Florida at all, but we do get a little bit up here, and that is population pollution, really, for the most part. Looking down South America, we see the plume again blowing right across the continent and off into the Atlantic from the Pacific. So that's what we see there. We'll leave that alone. Zip in here real quick. Ruapehu, which should be about here, not producing anything. We do see this plume here. That's from White Isle Volcano. And this plume here, again, this is still Leo's barbecue. Leo has been really burning that thing. He just doesn't want to admit it. Anyway, general pollution from people. Out here in Tonga, we've got Tofua and possibly a little bit of Hunga Tonga Hunga Pie doing that. stuff, but we are getting a little bit there. Yasur producing this and his buddies here in Vanuatu. This stuff here, coal mines in just north of Sydney, doing some of that. And that's not something that Leo is responsible for. Anyway, looking at Papua New Guinea, we see they still have their stuff. Ibu and Dukono are not quite as red as yesterday, so a little bit easier. And we see this plume here would be from Luolatok. And then we, of course, we would have Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, but we also have a lot of people in Jakarta and those areas. So that's kind of what we're seeing there, sliding up a little bit. Bulusan, not doing too much here anymore. It's lightening up a lot, so it may be going back to a yellow soon from its orange level. And of course we do see this from Manila in general, and sliding up. Taiwan still has its stuff. Here it would be from Suwanosi Jima, and then a little bit from here from Sakura Jima, and right now that is all blowing inland, heading for South Korea and that area. I'm not sure if that's just man-made pollution over here by Tokyo. That's likely what it is. Fairly big populace. And over here, not sure what all we've got going on these other islands, but we do know we've got the two volcanoes here on this island, and that be Ibico and, boy, I forgot the other name already. Bad me. That was a bad one. Okay, anyway, we're gonna leave them alone. We know these guys, we already talked about them. They're still doing their thing. So China and India still doing its thing. Not liking what I'm seeing down here, but hey, it's South Africa. They're smelting all kinds of gold and platinum there. I'm not sure what all we got happening there in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Ethiopia here, Erta Ale would be sitting right around there. Can't tell much of it. Here we've got a bigger plume on Mount Etna. And I don't know if it's all Etna off-gassing today. I do believe it is, but that's kind of what we're seeing from Etna. And then we have Volcano and Stromboli up top here, but it doesn't look like they're producing anywhere near what Etna is producing for SO2 right now. Looking at the rest of the areas, not bad. Iceland, pretty clean today, and I'm not overly worried about that. Let's pop over to the actual weather map. I'm going to refresh that guy too, and that way we have the latest and greatest. Zooming in a little bit, we do see what we've got in North America. Wow, they've got 28, 29 degrees up in Alaska. Those are awesome temperatures. Not good for the permafrost, but those are awesome temperatures. And you can even see a well-defined Mackenzie River going in through here. And that is pretty awesome. And that is also showing 27, 28 degrees up in the northern portions of Northwest Territories in Yukon. So pretty awesome. I hope some of that heat comes back down to Alberta. And you see this colder area, that is where I am. You know, I could be living somewhere where we have like really nice weather. Instead, I live here. If it's not raining, it's snowing, okay? Anyway, most of the United States looks pretty warm and toasty. We do have some higher areas that are cold, but for the most part, you're seeing places like Arizona with 39, 40 degrees, 41 degrees, some places as high as 42, 43 probably. So that is what's happening in Arizona. California has got some real hot spots as well. Same thing with, I believe that's Nevada. And anyway, very, very nice in some of those states. Even Washington State here, in the mountains, looking pretty awesome. Spokane, Washington, probably cooking right now. 29 degrees in Spokane. So, yep, Yakima is 30 degrees Celsius, 32 in some areas. Pretty awesome to see that. And of course, that goes right up in here, and that is considered a part of the desert. And this goes all the way up into Azores and that area. So they've got like 29 degrees, 30 degrees right down there on the border, and that is our only Canadian desert, and that is actually a part and parcel to the connections from all the way down here, and that is definitely what they consider it. Anyway, looking at Texas, hot, man. Yes, nice temperatures in the Yakima Valley right now. Excellent, Daryl. And New Mexico, lower areas, very hot. Texas is cooking, and Oklahoma, that's got to be in Kansas or someplace. No, I don't know. Some of the states just blow me away. I have no idea. Louisiana is not bad. We got a little easier there. It looks like Florida, not quite as hot as the other places, but still very nice from the looks of things. And going up into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, not bad. Going up a little bit more, we do see a little bit warmer temperatures up towards New York, Boston, and going all the way up. And Nova Scotia and PEI, not bad at all, considering that it's already getting into evening there for them. And then also looking at Newfoundland, not bad. So that is kind of the North American weather. Let's take a look at Mexico. Some colder areas in the high spots, but that is evident by the snow that's up on Popocatépetl. Warm areas, of course, the meteor impact zone, Cancun, actually, the meteor, actually, when it came in here, was actually Chibalu, and I'm not sure exactly where it was, but somewhere in here when it hit, and that's 65 million years ago. I wasn't here, and apparently it took out a lot of the dinosaurs. But if you do proper studying, you'll find that there was already a rapid or major decline of dinosaurs prior to that big meteor hitting. And that is something that a lot of people don't quite understand. So there was already a die-off in process. And that was because the animals got too big and basically ate everything in sight. And there was a lot of the meat eaters or carnivore types were a little bit more prevalent because they became scavengers, right? Eating carcasses. So that is kind of weird. Anyway, looking at South America, we do see the jungles of Brazil still holding a lot of heat, and that rainforest hopefully is still raining. We see the hotter temperatures move down a little bit, so it's nice to see that Buenos Aires is basically the cutoff point now. Below that, winter, yes, you know, winter, cold. Sliding over to New Zealand real quick and taking a look there. Not that great as far as temperatures, but a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday. They even got 10, 11 degrees in some spots. On the South Island, up in the north here, we are seeing a little bit. I don't know if that's really any different than yesterday. South Island definitely is warmer, but not so much the north. We do see some of that warmer air coming in here, hitting Sydney. Unfortunately, that warmer air is not coming in and hitting Melbourne or Adelaide. That is unfortunate. We do have a fairly cool temperatures in Tasmania again. It is wintertime. And Melbourne says 11 on the screen from what was brought up there. I got 11 here as well. The weather guessers must be guessing pretty good today. Also 11 in Adelaide, and that is pretty cool. This, of course, heading all the way up north there. That's kind of interesting. We do see we have a system just off of Newcastle area here, north of Sydney. Sydney is 16, but we have something going on here, so I'm not sure if there's a storm or something. And we do see another cell here that's possibly a storm, Brisbane, and that's where our wonderful Oz is living, and that is there. Looking at the warmer areas up top here. What was it? Carpiento? Carpenter Bay. Okay. I couldn't call it Carpenter Bay. Or Gulf. Carpenter Gulf. I don't know. Rug up, mate. Boy. What does rug up, mate mean? Stay warm? Yeah, Carpentaria. Okay, the Gulf of Carpentaria. Carpenter's Gulf. Right there. Square. Remember the square. Carpenter. Square. Okay. I know. Funny. Dr. Fox, the information of the Deccan Trapper supervolcano in India from about 67 million years ago to 63 million years ago probably played a role in determining or a role in the demise of the dinosaurs as well. And yes, actually, since Mars, since you brought that up, that's 67 million years ago. That's the era that I'm talking about. There was, because the planet did warm and a lot of the animals did migrate and a lot of stuff was going on. So there was also a change in oxygen level on the planet at that point in time, and which is something else that was really interesting that I had read about. And that was about 67 million years ago. Yeah, there was a partial demise already underway when the big rock came down. So, rug up for sure, Oz. Okay. Rug up. I guess that's Aussie talk for dress warm. Rug up, maybe put a rug on your head. I don't know. Anyway, we're looking at this. Looks pretty awesome temperature-wise. Bangkok showing 29 degrees today, and that is all right. And Sue, thanks for bringing that up. 73% relative humidity. That's not too bad. He's got an easier day, I guess. We do see these storms sitting off the coast here, and that is just blasting, and I bet you that's got to be China. And we do see this other one out here too, and that will likely come up and hit the bottom end of Japan if it does push up a little bit more. And let's see what else we've got here. So not bad there. We do see, and it's amazing to see this. You know, you've got -2, -3 temperatures here, and just awful cold. And then you have that magic line. All of a sudden, you have 29, 30 degrees Celsius just on the other side of a ridge of mountains. So that's pretty cool. Looking at well, India is pretty normal right now. Pakistan, Iran, those areas are not too bad. UAE and Yemen down here, those areas all very hot right now, and that is kind of what we're seeing. Also seeing quite a bit of heat still in the Sahara Desert. Southern end, I guess the cutoff point is roughly about here. We see a little cooler, and that is kind of what we're, whoa, 2 degrees. Boy, that is really cold in some of those places. And yeah, I am sure some of those -1, that's colder than I've seen it down there. I know on occasion they get snow, but I haven't seen that for a while. Okay, zooming in on Europe a little bit, we first off we're going to check Piggy's house. Holy mackerel, she's got 26, 27, 28 degrees, and she's at the airport, so it's probably about 27 up on the hill there. And that is nighttime temperatures, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning there, and it's 27 degrees. Looking at Crete, same thing, higher elevations, a little cooler, same thing with a lot of the other Greece areas. Looking at Sicily, yeah, big temps, and 26, 27. Holy mackerel. These are nighttime temperatures, you guys, not daytime, so it should be cooler. And let's see, looking at the rest of Italy, not as bad, but still quite hot there. Looking at Spain, a little easier going. They are still in the 20s for nighttime temperatures. Some of the areas a little cooler, but for the most part, holding slightly above 20 degrees Celsius. Going up into France, things are starting to cool off a whole bunch up there, and even further up. Looks like actually Holland is on the coast, really warm. Further inland you get a little cooler. Same thing with Belgium and Germany. Nighttime temperatures cooled off quite a bit. A little warmer out in the eastern portions, and then we do see here in Poland and that area we've got a lot warmer air blowing up. And let's see, Ireland, we have a quick peek here. We do see 11, 12, 13, somewhere right around this area, Doolin area, and it's not too bad. We've got a warmer wind blowing in, I guess, and seeing a lot of this moving upward as well, and possibly Wales a little bit warmer than the rest of England. Scotland a little cooler as well. We do have some circulation up here, not sure what that's going to bring. Sliding up and looking at what we've got here, really hot temperatures up in the northern portions, and that's kind of weirdish. Yesterday we seen all that rain pounding in here, so we'll see, but that is Norway. Of course, here in Sweden, they look a lot nicer temperature wise, and again really warm for nighttime, 18, 19 in some places, awesome temps. Same thing for Finland. That is unusual for them, but they will live with it. Looking at Iceland real quick, and we have kind of that flow. We're really not getting a good flow up here from that Gulf Stream. So looking at what we're getting right now, we've got kind of a mixed bag. We're not seeing that cold draw down from the north anymore, so they may warm up a little bit, and that would be nice. 8, 9 degrees on the Rankins Peninsula, some warmer spots like there, and I don't know, you pick the warmer spots. Blue areas, of course, are very cold, and ice fields. And that is it for temperatures going around the world. I think I've covered most of them. The Geologic Survey of India has done, India has done a lot of great work on how the decant traps affect the climate. They did all of this with no outside help. Oh, okay, well, that's awesome and pretty cool. Let's take a look at storms and precipitation real quick. North America, and of course, there we see what's here in British Columbia and Alberta. Just south of me, all that rain. Apparently, I'm supposed to be in a thunderstorm right now. Yeah, do we hear the thunder? No. And again, they lied to us. That is, it's always interesting. I look at that and then I go over to the satellite image and I go, well, hang on. Okay, actually, this time they do show a little bit of a spot here. We're still a little clear, but last time I looked, the whole area was absolutely devoid of any cloud. Yet they had, under the precipitation, they had that whole area covering us, saying there's lightning and thunder and stuff. And when you looked at the actual satellite image, there was none. We do see some bigger storm areas there, and then popping into smaller cells down in the south. Now, same thing with some of that stuff going into Saskatchewan. Looking at the eastern portions of Canada, yeah, northern Ontario, Hudson Bay area, a big low there circulating around it, and that of course helps out with some of this stuff here. And we do see some storms, lake effect storms. Ohio is probably getting nailed. New York is getting some of that all the way into Maine, and Quebec, all the way along the St. Lawrence Seaway here. Not so good. Not liking what I'm seeing here. And one thing though, that is nice, most of these storms are smaller individual cells rather than a combined massive storm. So the intensity is a lot less, but as you can see, lots of different cells in lots of different places. So Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, you name it. Yeah, Chattanooga, right there in Knoxville, Tennessee. Got cells sitting right on it. Then even when we go further up here, we see a lot of that. Louisiana's getting nailed as well, right in there. And some isolated spots in Texas, as well as we're looking at New Mexico. Tucson is got some storms right around there. Well, I don't know if Arizona Snowman is seeing anything. He's kind of in between Phoenix and that cell there. So hopefully he isn't getting too much. And let's see, Colorado. Yeah, they've got a pile of stuff happening there. Same thing with Utah, as well as Montana, and we're looking even here into Wyoming and those areas. So definitely storm stuff happening. Central America, there's that big thing setting off. We did have that other one that dissipated and went out this way. So this particular storm here, though, strengthened up and is now sitting there banging away at would that be in Nicaragua or somewhere thereabouts? Costa Rica for sure, and Panama, of course. Zooming back out a little bit, we do see the storms up here it'd be Colombia and Venezuela, and some a little bit here in northern Brazil. Sliding down Buenos Aires, getting nailed with a big storm there, but that hopefully will blow out to the ocean. And we do see this cold front bringing all that really cold stuff down in the bottom of our South America. Pardon me. Not too bad here in the southern island of New Zealand, northern island, looking fairly clear as well, but looks like that storm is going right into Sydney and storming up and over all the way to Brisbane. And sorry that you're getting nailed with some stormy stuff there, Oz. Hopefully that won't be too bad for you. Well, looking at what we've got in our Indonesian, Malaysian area, and of course in the Philippines as well. So going up here and coming out, and so China and Cambodia. I'm not sure what island where this belongs, but yeah, look at this right at the border here, and it kind of everything is good there, but this is turned into a cyclone, and that is some pretty heavy duty. It's not just a thunderstorm. Let's actually take a look at the wind speed for a second and see what we've got here. 90 kilometers an hour, 94, 95. What about on the other side here? And some of those are really zipping along. So yeah, if you're out there, batten down the hatches, you guys. That is pretty fast moving, and that is all going down into that funnel right there. So they call it Chaba. Chaba is a bad guy, and that is what we see there. Back to precipitation, looking at there's the other storm out in the ocean, and it is wreaking havoc on some of the smaller islands here for Japan. And not sure where this guy is going to go, if he's going to move up, but that will possibly create some issues for them as well. Further up, looking at Kamchatka, not bad. Looking back on our west coast, not bad. We do see that equatorial storm going all the way across the planet again, going back through. So we did Australia. We see that. We see not as bad down in the lower portions here. So Java and most of Indonesia not as badly hit as they normally get. India looks like it's got some pretty big storms happening, and some a little bit of stuff in Central Africa. Zooming into Europe a little bit to see what we've got. Again, Greece looking pretty good. Nothing over Italy or Sicily in that area, and nothing on Spain or France. Even most of Germany looks pretty dry. Same thing with Holland and Belgium, and we're even looking at most of Denmark is pretty dry. Up here in the top northeast corner of Germany, that storm will be sliding out and moving away soon. Looks like they've got some stuff all the way from Hungary all the way up right into Stockholm, and that is kind of nasty looking. And we also have all this stuff here. So England, west coast of Ireland, getting nailed with some rain, and looking at some of Wales and northern England and Scotland getting hit pretty bad. Not too bad in the northern portions of Sweden, Finland. Finland actually looks the best. Sweden's got that storm there, But down here in the bottom, I don't think I'd want to be around in either country, whether it's Norway or Sweden. So that kind of gives us a pretty good rundown on what we've got. We see a bunch of fog and stuff here in Iceland, so I'm not that bad, and not going to worry about it. Kim Raudenbush, wow, you're waiting for me to show up. I'm touched. Actually, you must have lost track of time. Kim Raudenbush, now that you're here, I can finally shut down. Thank you. And I really do appreciate you finally showing up. All right, let's see what we can find for cold temperatures down in the Antarctic. And so far I've seen a 72, a minus 72 degrees. Oh, minus 74. And let's see, minus 74 is what we've seen there. I didn't see anything else colder yet. And what about over here? We had a minus 71. So I think my minus 74 is about the coldest that we're going to see. And that again was over here. So you make sure you dress your penguins really warm. Okay, we don't want them to freeze. And otherwise, they'll be sold as penguin popsicles. There it is, a minus 74 degrees Celsius, you guys. That truck heard me? Good. Yep, Sue Hayes, exactly what I found, a minus 74 degrees Celsius. Make sure your penguins are bundled up. Rug up your penguins. Rug up your penguins. That's it. Make sure your penguins are warm. Rug them up. That's the Australian term. And that's it. Thanks, Doc. Need to let my dog out. They won't wait. Sorry. Good night, Spooky Avocado. And yes, you need to let those guys out. Otherwise, you'll have a mess inside. And I think we're good for now. March of the Penguins. Yep. I actually watched that show. I actually watched March of the Penguins at an IMAX theater, where they had it, where you're sitting there and you can have everything kind of around you. It was pretty awesome, and I liked it. I never realized penguins were as cool as they are. Yep. Opotus, that's exactly it. A matter of fact, we advise you not to do that. At minus 74 degrees Celsius, your skin will actually freeze in about 20 seconds. So if you're doing that, you be very careful. Okay. And yeah, I've been to an IMAX theater. Excellent, Sue. And yeah, those were pretty cool, those IMAXs. I need at least 30 to finish. What? Yeah, you better be in a warmer area. Oh boy, let's leave that alone and see if we can put this back on a little bit of lava to end the show off, you guys. And I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today. And it's been a nice show, and of course it is Friday, and that is always cool, having a wonderful show on a Friday. So let me throw a lava back on here. Let's see if we can fix that up. Oop, what happened to that? How about that? No? There we go. All right, got it straightened out on the screen. So I'll run through the big thank yous to everyone. We had quite a few super chatters. We got Grandma B and Linda Schoof. And of course, Gura with several super chats. And let's see, Gura also renewed his membership, same as Paul Williams. I do appreciate that. And we also had Irish Monk throw in super chat. Storm Chaser 1211 threw in a super chat. Leo Carlson did. Another one from Gura. Another one from Irish Monk. And another one from Gura. And then Wonky Donkey threw in a small one there as well. And Sharon Stewart threw in a really nice one. So I want to say thank you to all of you guys who super chatted today, and that is an awesome way to start the month off. I really do appreciate that, you guys, and that does make a big difference. I see our likes are over 100, and that is really cool. Let's see if we can push it up just a little bit more. By the way, those people interested in watching the bunny right now, who's eating? Yeah, let me zoom in on that camera and see. And yep, it's Curly. Curly is having some dinner. So Curly is smart. He's having dinner now before the rain comes. The rain that's been happening all day. That happened. Anyway, really cool, guys. So thank you, everyone, for a wonderful Friday evening. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. And big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, CND Boy, Lucas Snow, and Joseph Field Official. I really do appreciate all of you guys. And that is awesome. Yeah, anyone who has not yet hit that like button, please help us out. Hit the like button. That would be really, really cool. And we would really appreciate it. So that definitely works. Snowflake Mountain on Netflix. Snowflake Mountain? Oh, no, we don't like snowflakes. Save them for winter watching. And I like warm weather. Okay, you guys, be good, be careful, and take care of yourselves. And please, tomorrow's Saturday. Remember, the stream starts 3 hours earlier for all those people in Europe. 3 hours earlier. Remember that. So 2 p.m. my time tomorrow is when the stream starts, rather than at 5 p.m. That also brings it 3 hours earlier for Kim Raudenbush. Okay? Anyway, you guys, be good and keep smiling and take care of yourselves. And I thank you all for being here. Thank you to the members as well as the rest of the Lava family. And really awesome to have you here. I will find out a little bit more about that membership stuff with the so-called opting in for free stuff and all that, free memberships and that. We'll see how that works. Anyway, be good. Take care of yourselves. I see we moved up one more with the likes. Anyone else who hasn't hit that button yet, please do that. Help us out and get it up a little bit higher. And on that note, please, just really please, make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. Oink, oink.